I did a Google search for Desmos.com and then a space, and then I searched trapezoid. Now I want to do this at a third grade level. So as I look at the results that come in, it says the trapezoidal rule for definite integrals. That is calculus. So I'm going to go past this. This looks like a little too intense for my third grade lesson. And so then I come here to this trapezoid area. So what I'm going to do is hold down the control key as I click on this so it opens in a new tab. I don't want to lose my list because there's a bunch of trapezoid activities for Desmos that I want to check out and see which ones I want to use. And I see on here, I'm going to click on student preview. Okay, it's got a how are you feeling, and then find the area of the parallelogram. I don't know if we've covered that yet. I really like this one right here. It says, these are and are not trapezoids. What do you notice about trapezoids? That's one of my favorite. You notice it gives me the option to draw on here so that I can make those patterns and observations. I like the sketch feature, and I like the part where students give their own observations and figure it out. And then it moves into area of trapezoid. So the problem is that's not my lesson. I'm not doing area of trapezoid. So what I am going to do, because I do like number 3, is I'm going to keep this tab open. I don't want to close it. So I'm going to come back to my search, and I'm going to go to the next one, and I'm going to hold down the control key, command on a Mac, so it opens in a new tab. And I have this activity, student preview. It says adjust the vertices to make a trapezoid. So this assumes that the students know what a trapezoid is. And my learning objective is I want to introduce trapezoids to students. So I'm moving this, and I'm able to make it into a trapezoid by moving some of them. But again, it does require, so I like the part where they get to make a decision, make their own trapezoid, and then as the teacher, I'd be able to share everybody's responses, and we can talk about which ones were and were not trapezoids. And this says, here's an example of correct trapezoids. What do you notice? So this was what I would want it to be the first one instead of the second one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and go to the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner. I don't want to just straight up assign it. It has some really great elements, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to choose copy and edit. This one is the key. I'm going to copy and edit. And then remember, I didn't close this activity. So I'm going to also copy and edit this activity, but the reason I'm going to do that is because I want this screen 3. So up here in the film strip of screens, I click on screen 3, you see that it is yellow, and I can Control C, copy. I've copied screen 3, and over in this activity, I'm going to Control V, paste that screen, so I'm able to copy from one activity right into the other activity. Now I'm going to decide which one do I want first. I think I'm going to do this one. I want the shapes in red are trapezoids. The shapes in blue are not trapezoids. What do you notice about the trapezoids? And it has a text input box for them to respond. This is a sketch, which I really like. So then I'm going to move because I can take these screens and drag them around in this film strip up here at the top. So I'm going to make it the second one. And here are examples of correct trapezoids. Instead of what do you notice, because I did that already, what do you think the definition of a trapezoid is? So I'm going to ask them to come up with the definition so we can talk about the definition instead of me just give it to them, and then have them play and make a trapezoid after we've had a class conversation. So it's a pretty simple activity. I like that, but I just wanted to get it started a little bit differently. So by using the copy and edit option on the screen, 3 dots, copy and edit, I'm able to customize it so it looks the way that I want.